So it is now my pleasure to welcome Ashkan Tabibnia. He is, of course, the legacy architect. And as you can see, he's going to talk to us a little bit about start living your legacy now. In other words, he's going to give us some tips on how to incorporate sustainability mindset and practice for yourself, in family, and in the community. So, Ashkan, it is very nice to have you. I want to say a few more words because people may not know you in your full expertise, but you are the ultimate advisor to create, grow, and reach your vision and live your legacy. You are the legacy architect. And when it comes to legacy, of course, we're talking sustainability. So can you tell us a little bit about what you mean with legacy?
First of all, this idea, this mindset came to me as, lots of my friends, family, close relatives, they always are planning their will. And also after they're gone, it's people who are they're organized and including financial, they do that. So after they're gone, how, they're going to leave a legacy, whether it's a certain family heritage, their inheritance, or things of value, and it occurred to me, why are we, even though it's correct, plan, in financial for sure and many other forms, but why are we so worried about when we pass, we should leave the legacy? Why can't we do both? Actually live a life of legacy, right? And people sometimes think another misconception they have is that they have to really be perfect in everything to have legacy. Not true. People in various industries, various practices, they put lifetime in some areas of life, business, trades, and they become experts, masters, and gurus. Some people, as you have noticed, in many areas yourself, they become one with what they do. They don't think anymore. And they don't know that they already are living their legacy by practice, by living it, by educating people, not by plan or expertise anymore, just because it's part of them now. As wherever they go, it's with them. So in that respect, today we are touching into some ideas and especially future generation. How do we give the gift of what we have, a beautiful earth, beautiful, various parts of the world, beautiful weather. Like I'm in Los Angeles, I forget that there is a winter, okay? Winter is also beautiful, but at the end of the day, we want as much as we can to give this gift of earth, that everything comes with it, all the trees and everything that we enjoy and the forest and many that comes with it. We want to give it to our future generation. And again, people think, okay, what's going to matter if I use a plastic straw? Or in California, you have a rule that you cannot use plastic straw. You have to use recycled, not even plastic. It has to be paper. Or what does it matter if in my house do I have a bin for garbage and a bin for recycle? Now, in some areas of Los Angeles, like Hollywood, Santa Monica, they even have separate bins for separate genres of recycle and sustainability. So I wanted to just generally let people know, if they like to start this life-changing, which in my opinion is a must, practice, it starts with them. Like anything else in life, first they have to educate themselves, Google, read articles, they go to their local community, recycling, sustainability, UN, and just read about it. Why do I have to live a sustainable life? What does it matter? Well, people who have children, people who have families that is going to, be there when they're not, right? They're the ones they need to start to support. And it's also, that's why I start with the mindset. So I have to develop a sustainable mind.
Yeah.
By everything else, by education, by watching films, by actually going volunteering. Go to the beach. And there are a lot of times, especially in Santa Monica here, California is like the hub of sustainability of the world. They have every week groups that they go to the ocean and they clean up the ocean. They clean up the beaches. And, we have one of our wonderful friends that did that just a couple months ago.
Right,
some of our
right.
partners, they went. We have a women group. Anima was part of that. And it was, I couldn't go, but just watching them, enjoying and picking up one garbage at a time. It's all about one act at a time. And I'm very emphasis. It starts with one.
Yes.
You start at one and you don't worry about the next one. And the same idea, if you want to change the world, you start with yourself, your family, your community, your city, your state, your country, and the world. That's how it starts. Same thing. People who want to get into this, or they are already in a sustainability mindset, they want to expand. That's how they do. They develop a mindset, and then they will talk to experts how to have a sustainable home. So that's in practice. And then how they can have a sustainable, work or business. Maybe they have to be in what kind of a business they are. So depending on what they are, like if they are in manufacturing food, they can become sustainable, but using sustainable processes, sustainable packages. Now, if they're in a printing business, see if they can use lots of digital format as our wonderful. First of all, I do want to thank Deepesh. It is presented by a Voice Aid organization, especially to Astrid and Regina and the team. They actually, as our speaker, are part of this wonderful global movement. They don't just teach sustainability. They just don't have sustainable partners. They do that as practice. All the material that was sent to us specifically mentioned that we are using digital format for everyone to use, and they also recommend we do the same to be sustainable mindset, practice, and execution. Another example. So I just want to give you a broad understanding how you develop that. If you want to get into it, how do you develop the mindset, and then how you can, by practicing yourself, how you can bring that into your home, teach your children, and you might have children that one of them is going to like this so much is going to become sustainable everything, and then you might have one child that can do maybe as much as they can. So it's really depending on the people, how they are, how they feel about the future. So it's but when you go in this route, there's not one perfect way to do it. It's just get into it, have the mindset, develop the practice, be around people who can do, like if you have a friend that is already sustainable, guess what, call them and go volunteer for them. It's okay. Go like volunteer. Can I go do what you do? This way, people see, you learn, and then soon enough, you can say, you're a sustainable company, person, mindset, and then be part of this global needed initiative and movement.
So let me ask you then, if we're starting with ourselves, picking up the garbage, for example, and we train or we work with our family and then the community, civil action, as you mentioned, does that then become our legacy, the way we live? Is that what you mean with legacy?
You're good. That was my closing. Yes, you develop the mindset, and then you cannot say you are living legacy yet. You have to give it time. You have, like everything else, like when I mentioned earlier in the interview, how people can already be in living legacy. Like somebody's a coach and they have a special niche how to help people to get out of depression. Or they have a niche that they have mastered. They can help people how to deal with PTSD or mental health or or goal setting, or what they have become so good at it.
Yes.
Like Tony Robbins, they say, oh, he's not a coach, he's an inspiration guru. You know, when you see Tony Robbins, like even if he's in the street, just next to him, you get inspired, because he doesn't inspire people anymore. He is living a legacy of inspiration. Okay. Or Jay Abraham is one of the world's best strategists, business strategists. You know, when you see Jay in person, or you be lucky to hire him, you know, he's not even trying anymore. He is the world's best business strategist, and of course, you know, you pay the price for it, because he's a living legacy in that end. So every person, they can, just to go back to your question, they have to look at their life, and they are living areas of their life as a living legacy. They just have to know that, like anything else. Oh, I am, and yes, you are, and that's how you start living a legacy. And then when it comes to sustainability, when you started, or you are already, actually, the good thing is some of the people who have already been in this realm, and they've been part of maybe 10 years, 20 years, United Nations, they're part of Deepesh initiative, or, you know, Voice 8. A lot of these people have really surpassed the mindset, the how-to, the plan phase, and they are living in their house, in their business, in their community, a sustainable lifestyle. So these sort of people are a living legacy for sustainability. So I'll give you an example. We could say Astrid, as the founder, one of the co-founders of Deepesh, that one of their initiatives that they really big on is sustainability, is living a legacy of sustainability practice and execution. So that's to give you some just to give you more more clear example of what I mean. I hope I was clear.
No, absolutely. So then let me ask you one final question, because you are the legacy architect. And that means, you know, you help people realize what their legacy is. A lot of people are out there, they think, oh, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to do. And I want to be the example. I want to claim it. And then they waver and they're not sure. So I don't want you to give away all of the secret sauce, but how can you help somebody realize what their center and thereby their vision, their mission, and their legacy is?
You know, that's a good question. There is a practice that we do. It's called reflection. And this reflection has two parts: objective and subjective. Inside view of who we are, and outside view of who we are. And the way we do it, we tell people in any industry, anything they do, it's just a practice that gives a chance for people to have these sort of understandings. And if they don't know, it gives them a chance to find out. So what is it? We tell people, example, you, Dr. Natalie. Dr. Natalie is really I want to say it's a Dr. Natalie today. It's how do you say it? It's many different areas that you have mastered, expert, and you have paid actually with some challenges and innate abilities put together. There's many areas. I don't want to say all the pieces of Dr. Natalie. That's why the right word was not coming out. Dr. Natalie today consists of all the different Dr. Natalies with different titles, the rule breaker, the chief host, the inspirational guru, author, you know, and mother, friend, partner, advisor, humanitarian activist, sustainability, expert. All this together makes who you are today. And the way we look at it, we sit with you and we analyze. We have you to go each of these Dr. Natalies. So you have a hat on. So we say, Dr. Natalie, now you're the mother. 3, 5, 7, 9. 3 is like challenging. There's nothing bad. 5 is okay. 7 is good. 9 is excellent. There's no 10. And there's no failure. So as a mother, I say, Dr. Natalie, what do you think, like, you tell me, what do you think you rate yourself as a mother?
7.
I say 9. Now, you see how when somebody knows you see, because sometimes we can be not honest with ourselves.
Right. We're too
So
hard on
that's why
ourselves.
it has two objective views. It has two views, subjective, objective. You were subjective, I was objective. And we continue. We go around 20, 30 main areas of your life that you're either living or you have mastered or you have lived. And we kind of come up with this pattern that it emerges. That you will find out, wow, bunch of 9s, bunch of 7s, bunch of 5s, bunch of 3s. And really, it gives you understanding of where you're challenged. And you might be that, you do your best and it can become from 3 to 5. Okay, it can become a 9. Usually it's not an area for you to be put your mind into. So this is one area. Another thing we do, we tell Dr. Natalie, go to 20 people that really knows you, friends, family, colleagues, partners, like let's say Morocco, Ashkan,
yes.
people who know you well, and ask them when they see you, what do they see? And they can only use 1 or 2 words max.
Yes.
And then what we do, the first thing I did with you is objective, but when I do it with you, I do have a little bit of, the first practice that I did with you is very subjective, but when I do it with you, I am objective. So I kind of a little bit help you. Now, the second part, you're not involved. The people that you ask, 20 of them. Why 20? Because perfect vision, 2020. And each person gives adjective or a word. So example, you ask Mo and then says, hey, Dr. Nalifa equal to, and then he might say result, And then you ask Axel Tillman about Dr. Natalie, and then he goes execution. You ask somebody else, and then they say honesty, integrity, and then and then so when I receive those 20 adjectives and words, I write about 2-3 lines on each, and then I put all those 20 attributes together, and then I give it back to you. So now you have 2 versions of reflection, and then because nobody knows themselves better than themselves. We are our best coach, that we know what's good for us when we really go down.
Yes.
And we also could be our worst enemy that inhibit everything for us.
Yes.
Now, in that sense, when you have that very easy reflection, so if you have the idea of what your legacy is, you have a chance to kind of take the inventory and say, is it true? Is it one area or is it really 3 areas that I'm leaving a legacy? And also, if you're not sure, it gives you a very nice dynamic and it's a very diverse approach to see all these different areas that, oh my God, I didn't know I'm so good at music. And then somebody said, I'm a guru. If somebody says you're a guru, then we ask them, if I don't know it myself or you, we ask an example. So you said Nada is a guru. Why? And they have a chance to, because that's why they cannot say no more than 1 word or 2, max 2. Then you go back to them and they can give you a nice declaration of paragraph of why Dr. Natalie is a guru. And this sort of this is a very powerful tool that will kind of it will bring out, it will manifest people when you ask what should be my mission, vision now going forward. And it's always good to do it once a year, this practice, because you can always, oh, wow, if it's almost the same thing, you keep on your mission and vision, whether it's a corporation, for profit, non-profit, or not. And sometimes with everything changing in the world, you find yourself that you have a new affinity or a duty that as somebody that cares, some people don't care. And somebody who care for the world and environment and everything else, there's a new emergence in the world by United Nations or somebody else that you find yourself that you're really getting drawn to that. And it's okay to have a couple of missions and couple of innate abilities to be living legacy. And it's okay. Everyone says, what is your one thing you're good at? It's not true. People innately are good at many, many things as long as they can know about it, as long as they can equally develop. Somebody can good at 7 things, 6 things innately. And also as a challenge they had to to overcome, whether it was unfortunate or, unfortunately, sometimes, people that come from war, that PTSD, it was their choice or not. If they were able to be triumphed from those challenging experiences, those experiences, they turn into, a lot of them, in order to be able to deal with it, they start coaching, teaching, helping. Those become their living legacy, their life mission. And also the innate abilities as well. So it's really very general. We can have a more intense conference about this. It takes usually 2-3 hours to break down, go from macro and then go to each area and really define, and then how to get the best value. But in general, I wanted to open up a little bit of these tools to let people who, because we are talking about Deepesh, which is a congress, and we have from 3 continents, some of the world experts from various industries that are living, and they have the mindset, they have the practice, and they execute. They're going to be part of this. I recommend everyone to join next 3 days. And I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to have a tool that, if they are, guess what? All these experts that we're going to be attending, thanks to, again, Astrid, and I always say Lady Astrid and Mr. Regino, and also their team. Thank you to Juliana as well. They, after this event is done, nobody needs to even acknowledge it. They are living a sustainable legacy.
Great. And now you made it sound so easy, and I know that there's more to it. So since I happen to know you, I do want to point out that everything that you said about the process is absolutely true. I want to point out that what you add to it, and why you're living a special legacy of legacy architect, is that you connect also with what I would consider a vision of that person. You have an idea of what they can achieve once they identify their legacy. I think that is a special attribute and a special skill that you bring, that a lot of other people who say they can help you identify don't bring. So I just want to point that out. And then you just said, you'd be happy to have, longer conversations. So you did provide, the 90210 enterprise link here. What is the best way to reach you if people wanted to reach you, and maybe they have some questions they want to have answered directly by you?
Yeah, as myself and yourself being part of Deepesh, in respect to them and their vision and mission, I'd be very happy to take questions. And also, people can reach me on LinkedIn, Ashkan Tabibnia. So easy, Ashkan Tabibnia name on LinkedIn. And they should mention about Deepesh Congress, and then I'd be happy to provide them half an hour valued advisory. And in this case, whatever questions they have about themselves, their organization, about their services, how they can start, what we call the trifecta effect. And then if they already are on their mission, they already know their life calling, how they can start living a legacy, how they can make that into a living legacy. So, it is easy, because everything in life has been hard for people to get here. The times are very tough, and the whole world, and also good because of technology, but it's very hard to achieve things now, because we have so many choices and so many values that it's not like before, that you had a book, you get the book, and there's no distraction of social media and the telephone and people calling you, and you just finish the book and enjoy and think about it. You have time to contemplate, and then you can just get to your next thing. But nowadays, you have a great idea, it's your life mission, and finally, oh my God, I'm good at music. I've been a corporate person. Thank God I'm doing very well. Now I had this empty feeling, and I know that it's music, thanks to Dr. Nadri that took me to opera, right? Or it could be another corporate, I say corporate people, that they see the Congress and they hear all these different ways of sustainability that they could be, and they, my God, I want my grandchild also to enjoy sunlight and the warmth weather and the cold weather and many things that makes this life beautiful. I want them to have that chance. And they say, oh my God, sometimes because of their need for their child, for themselves and the future, they become actually obsessed. They become, they don't, you don't want to say even living legacy. They become an abdicate. They become one with that idea. And it happens all the time. So these are some of the different things that I could set 30 minutes, talk with them about what they do, if, about their company and the services, and how best and easiest to incorporate that into their ongoing life, without compromising so much time, energy. Because sometimes when it requires a lot of time and energy, then we don't do it. And again, I said, I'm going to emphasize, people who have reached this level in many areas of life, they have already paid the price. They have already had all those nays, and the people who are, the best friends are usually, and the close family are the ones who always told them no, and they're home.
Right.
They're home. They're here now. That's why it's easy to incorporate that mindset and the being a living legacy. Could be a moment, can be an experience, can be a lifetime, can be a relationship, can be a trait, can be it can be many forms.
Right.
Because time is really a moment, but sometimes somebody comes to your life and they 20 seconds and they leave, and they leave such a lasting impression.
Yes.
That they don't even know, and they did. And now, for sometimes Mother Teresa would go to people, and just because she was humble and she didn't want anything, and then so when she would left, or people. So there are people who have become not only a living legacy, and they have gone beyond. But yeah, I do not want to get right into those very broader terms of how to live a legacy or beyond legacy, but I really wanted to just give a very objective and a kind of a helicopter view of how it's possible. How do you start? How do you inquire about it? How you can think the best place actually, for whoever's going to see this later, at least on my end, is to go to Deepesh, right? And then Congress, right? Deepesh, and Deepesh, I believe it's Deepesh dot. I think it's Deepesh.tv or
Biz. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say it's Deepesh.biz, and then / online Congress, German with K, English with C, right? And this way, this actually would be the place they should start. They should join. A lot of experts, and they will help them. This is one of the reasons Deepesh is doing the Congress, to identify people who mean it, people who want to do it, so they can show them because there are a lot of people who talk about it and they don't do it.
Yeah.
And this is the place this is why I chose to be with them, that they really do what they say. They really put you with the right people if you're not already, to really be officially certified sustainable person, organization, service, and more.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ashkan. I think this was very insightful on how we start living our legacy, how we can identify some of the areas that we're really good at. And of course, you showed us how legacy is automatically sustainable and lasting. So thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
And we look forward to having more from you in the near future.
Thank you very much for being a gracious host and make me comfortable. And again, thanks to Voice Aid organization representing Deepesh and this week's Congress.